Yeah, hi, I'm the Reaper029, and welcome. Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about why I hate the, last lineup of bosses. I'm talking everywhere from, I'm going to roughly say, uh, I'm going to say everywhere from Fire Giant onward is where this lives, where I'm going to be talking about. And I just want to say how each boss in the final lineup from Fire Giant onward just feels so bad here over in Elden Ring because think about it, it's not, they're not doing anything significant, they're just here. Like Radigan, look at Radigan. Has he used anything unique, anything different since the fight started? No. Are there any unique or fun moves outside of his standard moveset? No, not really. No, he hasn't. He spams the same, 5 attacks the whole fight. He has a set list of attacks, but he only uses that set few, which just makes the fight so dull. That's my starting example. But also, you gotta look at Fire Giant. What's it consist of? Him beating you over the head with a dinner plate. And his second phase is literally just him spamming some sort of fire at you and not letting you get close to, and not letting you have a chance to consistently do damage. Then, Radigan, then you get onward to the Godskin duo. They're just annoying because, once again, they do a lot of damage, and they just they have these abilities that really stop you from doing anything. And it's really the big guy I want to talk about when it comes to the Godskin duo. He is the worst out of that entire duo. But Radigan, let's talk about Radigan. Look, this is the only unique or powerful move that he ever does in the whole fight outside of, oh look, his damage has to be absolutely insane because lore accuracy. That's another problem. A lot of these fights just feel like, oh, they have to be strong and do uber damage just for lore accuracy. I mentioned this in my last little rant while I was streaming. It just feels like every boss has to be uber lore accurate for them to be, any good. Which just feels like FromSoft cowarding away from, making good bosses because they have to be uber difficult and uber, just to make them feel powerful. They have to do big uber damage and have really hard to deal with. Just to say, yeah, they're more accurate and in power scaling, which really kind of dulls out a lot of the bosses. I'm fighting the Elden Beast, the final boss, supposedly, essentially God. Literally, it's just God. This is the God of this world. And the best it can offer me is a couple of sword slashes and spamming the same 3 goddamn attacks the whole fight and relying on damage, forcive roll dodge, AoE, or things like Elden Stars actually rely on consistency of damage instead of, elaborate dodging. Instead of, making the game about elaborate dodging this time that shows what happens if we completely ignore how all of our original game design works, just to say, yeah, we need a lore accurate game. Just to say, yeah, our bosses are not lore accurate. Yeah, they may be more accurate, but they are kind of piss poor. I'm not gonna lie here. This move I actually kind of like. I kind of wish it was a bit better in the sense of, yeah, looky here. Wow, it's a massive nuclear AoE, but this is the worst part of this entire fight. Because that move either is miscoded, the game has glitched and needs to be patched, or was done because Miyazaki held up the middle, decided as he was telling people what this weapon design was and how he wanted it, he was holding up the middle finger intended towards the player base. But that move will always come after some sort of high damage chaser move, like the big Elden Ring thing that the Elden Beast will do, or if the comet thing that obstructs your vision, or one of the two beam attacks where he sends beams from the heavens down at you, to do constant damage and keep you moving, and where you have to run away from it. Or Elden Star, or it'll get paired alongside, or it'll get paired right after Elden Stars. And it's all supposed to just... And I don't understand why. It just feels half-assed, because... And that's super annoying, because you're trying to fight this powerful being essentially God. And Rat. But yeah. And then you see all of that. You see that and you go, why was this here? It just feels bad quality, and the fact that was my mistake. But it just feels so bad quality. And a lot of the time when you're trying to roll dodge past those attacks, yeah, you'll roll dodge, which is supposed to give you iframes and get you away from said attack. This one, I was gonna try and cue a roll to evade the attack, but obviously it didn't work. So I was not doing it again. Oh, he literally gets to keep beating the shit out of you, even if he's dead. That's kind of stupid, but I'll let it slide. I couldn't give less of a shit at this point, but then, yeah, look, you get here, which I made a few mistakes. Didn't end up working, so line yourself off in this. If you're a sorcerer, literally just do this. If you're running, yes. If you're running a sorcery build, sorry, I tried to say running as, the mid part of sorcery, the same word, it did not work. But, look at this and go, yeah, I haven't really, there aren't many games that will literally cause me to physically hurt myself by, punching myself out of anger. I've never had games like that. Elden Ring and Call of Duty are some big watch. Am I gonna get to recover? No. Oh, wow. Oh yeah, this thing. He'll pair something that causes you to, take your attention away, and then do one of these stupid sword slash attacks that just does so much damage. It's not even funny. It just feels bad. Bad in the sense that, yeah, look, now you have to resort to dodging the absolute shit out of everything just because, oh no, he comboed really high focus attacks together. Or that shit. No matter how many times you push the roll button, I swear to God, it locks you into it. No matter how many times you attempt to dodge that, he's just gonna lock you into it. Why? Because no forethought was actually put into the roll mechanic. Yeah. I've played Dark Souls, and by far that is the one game where I'll say the dodge mechanic actually feels like it had effort put into it. You actually had iframes in Dark Souls, dude. Can you believe it? I'm not kidding either. I was playing Dark Souls on my Switch. Yes. One of the worst ideas I've ever had, because the Switch has no response time. Because go figure, Nintendo has a decent system. Well, not true, but at the same time, they haven't done much to improve upon some of their older like joystick designs, especially their joysticks literally build up dust, making them worse. Which I'm kind of glad this game is on Switch because that's probably what I would have had if I didn't get my PS5. But I really want to see a port of either. I want to see a port of this game right here on the Switch just to show people why. Yes, and I'm showing as massive stick drift on my Switch, so don't worry. So I come from experience saying, yeah, stick drift sucks, but I have a Nintendo, an Xbox 360. It is many important. The damn thing is worn out. Yes, worn. I don't know why I'm on that already. My ADHD is kicked in, man. I decided that, no, I'm not going to be able to focus on the one topic all the time. But, yeah, anyway. The whole topic of, dodging in this game sucks, anyway. I'm trying to find a fight that doesn't feel good. Each boss has a gimmick. Elden Ring's gimmick is that it just feels like it was rushed last minute because they realized, oh shit, we didn't design the boss all the way. Outside of, we have like a rough sketch of what it's going to look like. So let's quickly throw together some random bullshit all the way because we couldn't actually good attacks. I find absolutely fucking oh shit, we forgot to design the final boss of Elden Ring. What are we gonna do? Let's just give it some random bullshit spam and we'll see what we can do from that. I swear, right there. Can you still break the enemy AI when you're doing this? Yes. But this is supposed to feel like really eye-catching, epic, and all that, and it just... They didn't put any effort into the fight. Watch, he's gonna... Okay, he didn't do it. Usually he winds up right after, like... Right after I... This, really? This is all you can do? A shitty chaser attack. There. Look, I told you, it winds it up right after a chaser. You know, attack that's already taking my attention. Let's just, because now there's multiple projectiles on the screen, let's make it even more annoying for the player to try and fight this powerful boss. I say powerful very lightly. Yeah, it's strong in the sense that it just does so much damage. Not in the sense that, oh wow, this actually feels like a good quality boss that actually took time to make. No. Do this basic projectile coding, I could probably make a boss like this. Because all this fight is fucking projectiles. Wow, dude, projectile spam? Dude should have just... God, you should have just bought the rights to make the next Call of Duty game. Because you're so much better at programming projectiles than you are at making good quality bosses these days. Like, you got all these flashy graphics. It looks cool. Does it look cool to fight this giant galaxy beast? Yes. But goddamn, like, the best quality boss I've seen by design, power, and, like, yeah, obviously it's Millennia. Like, dude, like, there is no competition in the term of good quality boss. Yeah, it's Millennia. That is the best boss, best design, and yes, like, it's really obvious. She's the strongest boss in the game. Of course she's gonna do a shitload of damage, but dear god! Yeah, she does damage. Why? Because it's fucking like... Yeah, it's designed to be the hardest boss in the game. Which usually is reserved for the final boss, but we're not gonna... Which I actually like. Though, the one thing that does feel real shit with that is... Oh yeah, to make her even stronger, even though she's already got all this, let's make it so she can fucking heal every time she hits you. That just felt like overkill in my opinion. Like, yeah, sure, the Tarnished can do all this crazy shit. Yeah, I guess it bounces out the fact that the player can do all this crazy shit already. So let's make it so this really difficult boss can do all this crazy shit too. That is not the case for poor old Radigan here. Dude. Until trying to find reasons as to why the hell he exists outside of lore purposes. Oh wait, that's the only reason why he exists at all. Ever. In the history of ever. He's just here to say, yeah, more accuracy. Yeah, we wrote him into the story. We had no forethought of his existence, but, you know, he's here, guys. Isn't that what you wanted? You wanted... Yeah, also, I think you need to fix the AI on some of... And then, you've got Spirit Summon, right? Yeah. Which, yeah, I know, controversial topic. Oh no, I said Spirit Summon, and I use Spirit Summons because I would actually like some backup in these fights. Likely, but, you know, became controversial because none of the Dark Souls games had that. Like, you could summon other NPCs. I don't understand why this has to be solely my fight, though, just because, yeah, it's the final boss, I get it. It's kind of like a claim your throne sort of thing, but at the same time, I'm the one who claimed the break room during Star Scourge on-site, so why can't I have backup here? In the form of fellow NPCs. And I'm talking like non-player character, non-summonable NPCs. I'm not talking the one I've got right now. That was real. Do not fucking touch it. Do not ruin it just because. Like, because, say, I'm gonna say this. For the lore accuracy of the ball, of the character, and the way Black Flame and Destined Death shit works, I'd say keep it. Black Knife Niche actually feels lore accurate from what I've heard Destined Death is supposed to be. Which is this like really powerful essentially will of death. Which I love how From Software always makes death like a main part of the game. Lore and characters and whatnot. Like hell, you literally get to fight fucking death in Dark Souls. Or some sort of like death looking character. I don't know if it's specifically death. Don't quote me on that, I'm not that far into the game. Like, yeah, what the shit? I jumped. Oh, look, I got motorboated against the fucking wall. Stop fucking doing that! Do not auto-cue something that takes another form of timing and patience when you actually have to locate the boss somewhere in the arena. It's the same bullshit they did with Estelle. Oh yeah. Except you actually know that shit is coming. The other thing you can't see because it'll always be after a tracer attack that sits right in front of your fucking face where you can't see shit. It makes no sense. It makes no goddamn sense. That should just be removed because of how ill-timed it always is. Because I have no time to respond to that when I'm trying to figure out where in the hell the boss went in the arena. Also, this is the worst, one of the worst cutscenes I've ever seen in video games. It still doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like, yeah, I will defend Black Knight Nation saying that, yes. Like, I'm gonna say it makes sense because of the lore accuracy of Destined Death, which kind of sounds hypocritical to a lot of people, but at the same time, that lore accuracy bit, well, it's because, well, it's Destined Death. Like, it's literally something that's designed to chip away, not, you know, no, when you get to use, when the player gets to use it, it sucks. When bosses and NPCs suddenly get to use it, oh no, it's gonna be the greatest thing you've ever seen. I know because I got the Black Knight weapon. It sucks. For the weapon that literally took a god's life to be that bad, I can't believe it. Yes, it is written in the lore. Yes, the all coveted text of reading item descriptions. My fucking favorite. I love reading bullshit item descriptions. Either that was super rich. I also think there was a missed opportunity with that from South trying to like make Elden Ring, and that's not referencing any of their other games outside of, oh look, this might be a, oh look, this thing might be a bait reference. Like you're looking at I'm thinking of, you know, Ronnie's ending might, you know, 2 endings of the game that might be bait references to Dark Souls and Bloodborne. Look, you see? Do you notice something? I couldn't consistently keep track of the ball because it appears in a random location. Watch. This is a chaser attack I've been waiting for. I'm literally patiently waiting for it. If I'm approaching the boss, I literally have to keep going. Like constantly dodging. Sometimes you'll get lucky and there won't be another attack. The attack will be simpler to dodge before it gets through with that rune art attack, which for addition, this shit sucks. It is a weapon skill though. I'm not complaining about it. I won't complain too badly about that one. It's a weapon skill. It's usable by the player, and as long as you have enough faith to scale up performance. And since I think it scales off of the player's faith, I'm not gonna I actually I told you. It always cues after a chase attack. An attack that will chase the player or player's spirit summon. Watch, he's gonna do it again right after this. And I'm going to want to drive a fucking railroad spike through my skull again, but I don't know where I am. Oh shit. I fucking told you. Anything blinds you so I can't see the fucking rune arcs. Look here, Miyazaki. If you ever see this, Miyazaki, I'm gonna put @FromSoft in the description of this through YouTube Studio in a minute here, but hey. Buddy, I respect you, but please, just stop. I'm excited. I love this game. It's fun. It's really, really fun. It's an enjoyable game. But just stop with all the extra spam. It just... I didn't come here for this. Like, I will... If I wanted to deal with that much spam, I will go play a Bullet Hell, or I'll go play Doom Eternal, for the love of God. Or I'll go play Doom Eternal, because everything in Doom Eternal throws projectiles. I'm not kidding. I'd like to mention, which I love how Elden Ring is really the Souls community that Ubisoft built is really the only community that I like about lore accuracy in the strength of characters, like consistently. No, don't get me wrong. Lore accuracy, strength base, lore accuracy where the strength of characters is just by the way they're described as a character is still a big ass problem in a lot of video games. this is a whole other one, because people literally complain and say, oh, they're too weak compared to those ones. No, they're not weak. These are powerful demigods. Except the fact that they are powerful demigods. They don't just have to they don't have to, like, directly show, yeah, he's uber mega powerful because the lore says he's uber mega powerful. It's like me saying the BFG, like, yeah, it's like saying the BFG is a weak weapon because it can't put a hole in fucking Mars without a modification. Yes, I'm using Doom Eternal as a good example of why people don't think. I've never heard a complaint online when watching anything or hearing anything about Doom Eternal. Oh, the BFG feels weak because it won't put a hole in Mars. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm one to complain about Call of Duty snipers and how they feel kind of unrealistic, considering that if you're taking a 50 caliber round that is normally armor piercing, will probably be armor piercing if you're really, like, especially armor piercing rounds in COD feel like they're not piercing shit. It tacks on together, it doesn't even go through armor. Or if I were to run, like, this just feels like, yeah, he's powerful. Yeah, I think Call of Duty Sniper should hit with the force of Radigan. Like, Sniper's another video game for one shot. Even with a shield system. Fortnite. Like, dude, all you have to do is look at, I know this is a horrible example to say, but Fortnite, but just saying, oh, this character's powerful because lore. And then someone complaining because doesn't do enough damage depending on the lore is really something I only see in the FromSoft community. And yeah, I know, I'm rambling on, I may be repeating the same thing, but sorry, I just can't. It helps reiterate the fact that, yes, that is true, but you look... And then, like, I think Radigan and Elden Beast should have been two separate beings. Instead of refighting Godfrey the first Elden Ring, maybe put Radigan outside the ocean. You know, maybe have this fight right here. And then we can fight Elden Beast as a singular boss. That does not mean give him a transformation section. This just feels stupid. And yes, I know Radigan and America are kind of fused together to become one person for this fight, but at the same time, could have done the same thing. Oh, that would have also really helped, because Elden Beast just feels like it has to rely on the fact that it comes after Radigan to feel like powerful as well, because, you know, you already have to expend some of your resources to heal, or to use your mana against Radigan to kill him. Why do I have to do that? Why do I have to try and double combo two separate bosses? They're not just one boss. They're not like one being, both in the lore and the gameplay. As Radigan has been enslaved by, I think, don't question my understanding of the lore. I'm only going off of what I've heard in lore explanation videos. What I've heard and had explained to me, because this shit makes no fucking sense. Also, he shouldn't be able to do half my god damage on Bard in one hit. Like, that's over 90% of the hard just for no reason. Other than, oh look, final boss, lore accuracy. Combine that together, has to do mega damage, or our community's just gonna bitch and complain the whole time. Jeez, and I thought the My Hero Academia community complained a lot. Like, you'll see, like, Jesus Christ. like, yeah, I get it. FromSoft made a fantastic game, and understanding the story makes it even better. But some of the things just feel questionable and kinda bullshit. Like, whoa, bro. Had to, like, wow. Also, really? All that just so you could say you're consistent? Dude, really? They fixed, like, the only reason why they fixed Adam Smasher in the 2.0 update for Cyberpunk is because everyone watched Cyberpunk trailers. And I'm gonna say this, and saw how powerful Adam Smasher was against David Martinez. The solid explanation for that is that David Martinez just didn't have the same experience and power that he does in Cyberpunk. But then you look at the Elden Ring, so they had to change it just so it felt a bit more powerful, which to a degree makes sense. Like, that was a necessary addition considering that he felt like for the final boss of the game, felt like a pushover. It was a massive pushover where you just run in circles around him like you're playing, like you're playing Overkill. You just find him, or a bullet hell, or a first-person bullet hell. You just run in circles, bounce around, and then stay in the air and use status effects. Which I'm gonna say it still feels the same way because I refought Adam Smasher. But I'm using different examples from games just to show, yeah, there are there's necessary and like understandable power levels, and then there's just FromSoft giving into the fact that their community doesn't believe in online and complain constantly. Like, yeah, sure. It's nice to know that the boss actually feels accurate to the lore. Yes, he already does. No, I got his lore accuracy hammered in my face more than like I think I'm going on the 20th or 20-something and 10. Now, the rest of this quite defeated by everything. Oh, Elden Beast. Shadow Beast is like super easy because I've played the game 30 times before it even taking a single playthrough. Also, the inconsistency of the shockwaves and the fact that they literally just happen because they happen just feels stupid. Like, yeah, you can shake them out. Wow, shit. Beta. This feels like they cut a lot off like, for a rush job. That's what a lot of this fight feels like. Yeah, we kind of just cut off a shit ton of the fight because there isn't even a falling animation if he dies in the air, which I think is kind of fun. He just kind of teleports to the ground awkwardly. By the way, I've literally seen him boss fight. Literally sit behind him and spam him. So just be a mage. So if you're a mage class, just be your casual self. Like mage class. Also, the Black Knight can sidestep literally anything it looks like. But oh no, the Elden Ring thing, where it like recreates. That attack I don't get. I think you're just supposed to sit there and go, hey, you can tank it. I think the whole idea behind that attack is, yeah, bro, go ahead, you can tank it. I'd like to mention this is God, by the way. Talk about a lore inconsistency. Doesn't feel like, what the fuck was that? Ah yes, common assert side to spaz the fuck out of that. And a lot of people are probably going to think, oh, well then, yeah, I'm going to die here because I'm getting motorboated by like 6 things, bro. I'm watching these or it could be completely wrong. Nope. And of course, every time I get a consistent hit on this guy, it never works. Okay, what's next? Oh, come on, bro. Forced dodge roll. Yeah, it forces dodge rolling, Jack. That tag is just designed to force dodge rolling, I know that much. I don't like the flame thing. It's really just like a lot of the attacks in this one, it's super unreliable. Or has this extreme inconsistency because iframes weren't taken into an account when making this. And I understand this is like, oh, it's like a super skill-based game where you have to have a lot of skill and patience. Yeah, I have the skill. I have a lot of that skill and patience. I play this game. I've played this for... I have 228 hours in this game. Roughly. Hold on. Oh, anyway, I'm just gonna hop off. This has been my rant. Alright,